Hello, good afternoon, and welcome along to the Headliner Show. It's a special afternoon show again this week, and we have the wonderful Pete Cole in attendance. He'll be giving us loads of details about a fantastic gig coming up, and we also have Kevin Burgess in the studio. Two gigs, in fact, you're right. But first of all, what are we talking about today? We're talking about celebrating an amazing band called Mega City 4, which I know I've done some shows before on them. And if you haven't heard them before, you're about to learn why there's many people that still love them, why they're still tribute gigs, and to give you some idea of what they sounded like, I'm going to play one of my favourite tunes by them, which is Android Dreams. Enjoy. Is Mega City 4. Oh, what a band. I miss them, and obviously they can't be touring again since the lead singer Wiz passed away many years ago now. What a wonderful man he was. They were a great band. They came from Farnborough in Hampshire in the UK, and they basically took over the indie world, I would say. Without ever really smashing it in the charts or anything, but their following is huge and has been for a very long time and still going. So in the studio today we do have Pete Cole. Pete, hi.
Good afternoon, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. We've got Kevin in who will be playing some tracks and also some Mega City 4 cover versions later. Hi Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks for having me on the show.
Super. And we will also, with the power of the internet, be going over to Germany with a bit of luck to speak to Wolle from Soulscraper, who's going to be headlining the gig, which is a perfect lead-in, Pete, to tell me what's happening next weekend.
Right, well, there's actually 2 gigs in 2 days, but I suppose the main event is the full-on electric rocking out gig on Saturday 18th, next Saturday, less than a week now. Well, we've got Soulscraper, as I just mentioned, who are coming in from Germany. And we've got Mega Fishy 4, who, not surprisingly enough, are a Mega City 4 tribute band. And opening up the proceedings is the amazing Wob. It's going to be in aid of the Fall for Wiz Trust, which was set up in 2007 in memory of Wiz. His inspirational approach to music, and it supports music at grassroots level by means of mentoring, advising and assisting aspiring musicians to drive forward. Yeah, that's you totally just read that off a bit of paper, can't you? Which I just did, and it's going to be there's going to be a raffle to win some CDs and other bits and pieces. Signed by 3 of the guys anyway, obviously because Wiz isn't around anymore. One a single, which is quite nice, very nice thing to own. Yeah, should we talk about the next day as well now?
Yeah, why not? What's happening? I'm going to call it a festival this weekend.
Megafest.
A Megafest.
Oh dear, that sounds awful, doesn't it?
And is this the 3rd Megacity tribute gig you've done?
Is it 4th? Do you know,
I don't know, because it is. I'm just wondering, is it the Megacity 4th?
The very first, very good. The very first one was actually 9 years ago. This coming weekend, when we had Dead Cuts featuring Marquez. We must give a shout out to Marquez as well. Mm-hmm. He passed away 4 years ago yesterday. Bless his heart. The original pop kid. Anyway, and there were big chums of Mega City 4 and shared a lot of similar fans and still do. The next day, the day after, on Sunday 19th of January, we've got like you probably all be deaf from the night before, but come on down to the Thatched Cottage Thatched Cottage in Farnborough, between 1 and 5 to hear some acoustic renditions of some Mega City 4 songs and other tracks of similar kind of Fraggle Rock notoriety. And we've got a bunch of people playing, including Heaven, who's sitting next to me. We've got Graham Judd, we've got Harvey Francis, we've got Isolde Tridiga, we've got Michael Vickers, Rick Blow, and a couple more. Probably going to do a few bits and pieces. It's not going to be totally planned out. It's going to be like sort of, let's see how it goes, because it's like herding sheep, isn't it? I should say the Thatched Cottage does lovely roast dinners as well. So we're going to come down, have a roast, and watch some live music between 1 and 5 the day after on the 19th. Sunday 19th, it's the place to be.
And I think it's important to say, well, it's free entry. If anyone needs any encouragement, it's free entry. Come along.
The Sunday one's free. Sorry, yeah. The Saturday is only £8 advance from We Got Tickets and a small booking fee. £10 on the door. This is the Saturday, of January. Saturday 18th of January is the one that's charged because it's going to be a fundraiser for the 4th of Wiz. The next day, Sunday, it's a free event, but we will be shaking a bucket at you to say, put some coppers in there, please. That's me waffled, I think.
Yeah, that's brilliant. No, so, you had me literally at pub and Mega City 4 songs. I'm going to be going to both.
You can come and play some songs in?
I'll play some. I'll bring the spoons or the computer. But I don't think I'll be playing live. I don't think my guitaring skills are quite up to that yet.
But I think it's a great event just to meet like-minded people that you might have kind of had chat with on one of the Facebook groups to actually meet them.
Yeah, some of the people playing. Part of the reason I put on the second event was because in the past we've had not all dayers, but extended lineups. So we've had some acoustic openers, but because Farnborough are playing at home, Farnborough Football. Have we even said it's Farnborough Football Club?
Yeah, well, it is at Farnborough Football.
Yeah, but did I say that?
I wasn't sure. I was going to pick you up.
So the gig on the Saturday is at Farnborough Football Club. I'm good at doing this, aren't I? Really well organised.
You've done this before, haven't you, Pete?
You think I know what I'm doing by now, wouldn't you? But as Farnborough are playing at home on the 18th, we have to sort of just keep it down to like 2 electric bands and 1 acoustic. So I thought, those poor sods are missing out. Let's do something in the afternoon just down the road, because the Thatched Cottage is 5-minute drive, 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk from the football club. So it makes sense to sort of like, why not?
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic weekend. Mega City 4 wise, I played one of my favourite songs, Android Dreams. It's difficult. It's like trying to pick your favourite child, to be fair.
Yeah.
And because I'm absolutely mean.
And they've got a lot of kids, haven't they?
They've got a lot,
Awkward kids.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
So, Pete, just throwing one at you, just to be a pain in the neck. Do you have, what would you say, one of your favourite songs that I could play now?
By Mega City 4? Oh, I love them all. But go on, I think we'll have words that say.
Words that say. We can do that for you.
Okay.
I will put that on as soon as I find it, because It is there somewhere. Yes, there we go. This is professional radio.
John Peel, eat your heart out.
Eat your heart out. This is Words That Say from Mega City 4. When we come back, we'll be having some live music and a little chat with Kevin. So stay with us. This is kickradio.co.uk. I'll give you that. That's Mega City 4 with Words That Say. And now we're going to move over to the fact we have a guitar in the studio and a person holding it. We should really say hello. Hi Kevin, how are you doing?
I'm very good. How are you? All right?
Not too bad. You all set and ready for next Sunday?
I think so. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It should be good, and like catching up with the other Mega City 4 fans, which is, as I said, I think is one of the attractions to me, is like catching up with people.
Because they do a Facebook thing, was it
who covers
wins,
yes, which I haven't been able to make the last two,
yeah.
but I submitted a video to send off to
yeah.
that, so
it'd be
took
like
part,
a meeting of like the internet becoming live.
Yes. So
it's like the opposite to AI. That's what we're doing here.
Yeah, so really looking forward to it. It should be good. yeah, hopefully a lot of people will come along.
Yeah.
And,
So obviously you were a keen Mega City 4 fan.
absolutely.
How did you sort of discover them?
I can't remember how I discovered them, but I think when you're listening to some bands, you probably get those CDs on the front of Enemy or Melody Maker that's got loads of bands on that you know and some you don't know, and I've probably picked it up that way and got into them. But yeah, massive fan of theirs, you know, such a good band, and what a vocalist Wiz was. Which is why it's so daunting to be playing his songs to an audience of fanatics next week, but and indeed today. But yeah, brilliant band, great songs.
Oh, superb. And you're going to play a track for us now. What are you going to do? Is it going to be a Mega City 4 song you're going to play for us now?
Yes, it is. I could have caught you out there and said, no, I'm going to play something by the Cheeky Girls and watch your expression, but it probably wouldn't have worked too well.
Everybody goes here.
But no, I'm going to do Iron Sky. It's one of my favourite Mega City 4 songs, if possibly not the favourite one. And I remember hearing it on the radio for the first time and just thinking, wow, what a song, what a vocal performance. And then the DJ, and I can't remember if it was Steve Lamacq or John Peel, whoever it was, then said exactly the same thing I had just said immediately afterwards. Like when you're watching football and you comment something and then the commentator says the same thing. It's like, oh my goodness, what a song it is. So yeah, it's going to be Iron Sky, and I think it's just a great song.
Okay, well, take away. This is Kevin Burgess. This is live at kickradio.co.uk, and this is Iron Sky.
I watch the evening drawing, I watch the nighttime falling down, falling down. I got accustomed to the gloom until the sun cracked in my room, in my room. And as the daybreak fell flat upon its face, the iron sky came creeping up behind to take its place. And the rain fell like bullets from a gun, and the sky came and swallowed up the sun. So I buttoned up my coat and I went out for a walk beneath the iron sky. I felt the water in my shoes, I saw the lights cut through the gloom. I stood atop the bridge and watched them creeping home down the little road. And the rain fell like bullets from a gun, and the sky came and swallowed up the sun. So I buttoned up my coat and I went out for a walk beneath the iron sky. And the rain fell like bullets from a gun, and the sky came and swallowed up the sun. So I buttoned up my coat and I went out for a walk beneath the iron sky. Beneath the iron sky.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank you.
I was really desperately trying not to sing along.
You should have joined in.
Yeah. I thought you didn't need backing vocals, not from me anyway. That was brilliant. Thank you very much for playing that. That was Kevin Burgess, and you can hear more of that if you come along to the Sunday at the Thatched Cottage in Farnborough. And moving to that gig, back again, and I will big it up because I've seen many Mega City 4 celebration gigs that have been on, and they've all been.
What's your
absolutely
favourite
fantastic
so far?
Oh, it's really hard because last year.
Well, it wasn't last year, it was the year before.
The year before, was it? I mean, Mega Fishy 4.
We don't know, we try not to overdo it.
Mega Fishy 4 blew the war away. where it was just amazing. Like,
What water's that?
it was emotional because
Oh,
The tears.
it felt.
Go with it, Pete.
blew the roof off. I think it's about.
Well, they blew the roof off
and the water
literally,
and your pants.
It was emotional for me because they were so
They're only
good.
meant to blow the doors off, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. We're not adding the other word into that. And so that was great. And then Dead Cuts. They were
That's the very
superb.
first one. Yeah.
And I played Irony.
Yes.
They were amazing. I Plead Irony should go out.
Nodding me doesn't help them, really, does it?
Yeah. We need more I Plead Irony in this world. I really do believe.
Actually, a big shout out to the I Plead Irony lads because we're borrowing their bass amp and the drum kit next week.
Oh.
So it makes it even more special in a way because it's all kind of connected.
Yeah. So they're there in spirit.
I think they're coming down anyway,
Yeah.
but we're using their equipment.
Even better. That's fantastic. So yeah, that was great. I'm trying to think. Let's just do. Is there another one?
I can't remember myself.
I know I've been to loads, but I just can't remember.
We had one when we had Ben Harding's lot, the Charlemagne's
Oh
playing.
yeah.
That was 5 years ago, I think. Could be.
Yeah.
And they did a version of I've forgotten.
We really should have researched this before we came on air.
Yeah,
Yes.
we should have researched our own personal memories before.
Yeah.
But the fact we've been there and we can't remember anything is a bit worrying, isn't it?
So but everyone seemed to enjoy themselves, all of them. There we
Yeah,
go.
all
Bands and punters alike.
And I remember you were bopping away 2 years ago.
Bopping away.
And I
Dad
remember,
dancing.
I remember getting a message from you the next day saying, I ache. I can barely walk. 'Cause
Oh,
you,
well, yeah. Well,
you were having such a good time. So, yeah.
yeah, always a good sign, isn't it? When you
Yeah.
can't walk the next day.
Bring back the old days, like when you're sweating through anything at the
You can wring it out afterwards.
if you're at the Old Trout or Agincourt or wherever we
Yeah.
saw them. We used to come out and just like half the weight because you're just dripping with.
Well, you lose your glasses in the mosh pit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's been all my problem all my life wearing glasses. Though when I go to gigs, it's like, oh, better not have my glasses smashed off. You know, I've never been able to be full on punk. Anyway, going back to the music, rather than us rambling about random memories, one of the bands, well, the headline band for the Saturday gig is Soulscraper. We'll be talking to Wolle from the band very
All the way from
away
Germany.
from Germany very shortly. To give you an idea of their kind of sound, I'm going to play, which I believe might be their new single, which is called Eye Scaled.
It's funny how it's only me who knows that's not supposed to be the way that things are happening right now. And it's funny how you've got no clue about how the world revolves around you. These scales will not fall flat. deserve to be breathing in your air. I'm afraid I cannot reach the heights that you demand of me, and I'll admit that I don't even try. Could you accept the possibility of an alternative existence worth as much to me? Please try much harder to understand. Your acceptance means so much to me. Maybe you begin to see the narrow mind that widens is the best I can aspire to. And I'll see your skies way below me then.
So there we go. The two tracks I played there were Soulscraper with Ice Geld and Mega City 4 with Enemy Skies. And we were just saying, whilst we played the Soulscraper song, what a track that is. They're going to be amazing next week.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Looking forward to that. So we're going to introduce now, hopefully with the power of the internet, the wonderful Wolle from Soulscraper. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, everyone, and good afternoon from Ludwigshafen, Germany.
Excellent, excellent. You sound nice, loud, and very proud, so that's good to hear you, mate. Pete here. Can we ask you a few questions?
Great.
Okay, we've got a few questions for you, Wolle.
How are you, first of all?
How are you doing first? Are you ready to rock next week?
We're all absolutely ready to rock next week. We're just in the final plannings for the tour. You know, with Brexit and stuff didn't make it easier, but I think we've sorted everything out. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Great weekend.
Excellent. Okay.
Sorry, no, worry, Pete. Just a bit further away from the mic.
Oh, okay, oh, that. Sorry. It's pointing at me. I thought, what's he pointing at? Live radio.
Yeah.
Right. Another question for you. Where did you guys first form? When did Soulscraper first form?
Well, that's kind of a funny question because we really became a band literally after our first album had already been recorded. Yeah, funny, but the truth. So that was in 2020 when I wanted to record a few songs that I had composed with a drum machine, actually, together with Andy from the band now, and we booked a temporary drummer to record an album. When that was finished, Steffen and Laurin from today's band lineup heard the results, and then they joined, which was then the band.
Oh,
so that's
right,
the funny
okay.
story of when did we form, yeah. Album first, forming the band later.
Hey, that's interesting. That doesn't usually happen the way around, does it? Okay, cool. So who does what in the band? You mentioned the names, but who does what?
Yeah, so we're 4 people, and it's a DIY band. So typically that means that everyone does something that needs to be done, like every day or every week. But as far as the music is concerned, we have Andy on guitar and backing vocals, Steffen Blatt on the drums and backing vocals also, Laurin on the bass, and me, I'm guitarist and lead singer, and I'm also composing the songs. Yeah. That's the jobs that we have, music-wise.
Okay. And what are your main influences? I can imagine Mega City 4 could be one of them, but who else would you say influences your songwriting and the band's sound?
Let's say the list is long, right? I mean, you collect music all your life, and the list is getting long, but Mega City 4 obviously big time, but also other British bands like Dr. Bison, if you remember.
Yes, I do.
The Sunderland area, Leatherface as well, the Jones, HDQ. Sam I Am, of course, from over the Atlantic, which is maybe the emo punk rock institution. I also like the American band All, or at least their pop punk songs. Yeah, that would be the list that is, I would say, mostly the correct answer to your question.
Okay, cool. And how did you discover Mega City 4?
Yeah, that was, I was late, I have to say. That was at Catholic youth camps back in the 90s. Yeah, Catholic youth camps. The older guys listened to punk and hardcore music on little ghetto blasters while cooking for us kids. And one of the guys' favorite band was Mega City 4, and he listened to, what was it back then? I think it was Transphobia and Who Cares Wins every day. It was funny because me coming from thrash metal, of course it took me a couple of times to get into this kind of music, but ever since then it touches me more than everything else, so that was how I got introduced to it, yeah.
Excellent. Obviously you've taken the band name from Mega City 4's final album as well, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Soulscraper is a great album. I have to say that Transphobia is my favorite one up until today, but it's a great album. We just like the name. I've had bands before, and sometimes we're taking names from my favorite band's songs or album names. That's like Scary Sad from the band All back in the 90s, or Soulscraper from Mega City 4, with my current band. Yeah.
Okay. You have some albums for sale. Do you want to plug where you can buy Soulscraper music from?
Yeah, sure. We're typically on the typical platforms. There's Bandcamp, obviously. Like when you go to Bandcamp and you search for Soulscraper, you will find us right away, which is great. It's awesome because we're selling the most stuff to the UK. We're selling more to the UK than to Germany.
Wow!
This kind of music. Yeah, it's funny enough, but it's great. Then we're on streaming platforms. I mean, no one likes really a lot of streaming, like I don't personally, but you have to do it. So we're doing this as well, like on typical Spotify and everything. So we're there. Yeah, and we're going to be live, and we're going to bring some CDs to Farnborough, obviously.
Excellent. I hope you sell some. So are you looking forward to the trip to the UK, and you got other dates as well? So where else are you playing apart from Farnborough?
Yeah, so we're having five gigs so far. We're trying to get at very short notice a 6th and 7th one, but we have 5 gigs. So that's London, Islington at the Hope and Anchor on the 17th of January, and then there will be, obviously the Fall for Wiz on the 18th. We're going to stay on the 19th to see and hear the acoustic sessions with our Facebook friends over there. Then there's Bristol on the 22nd. There will be Worcester on the 23rd, and final show will be in Sunderland, and we're absolutely looking forward to this because I would have never believed that I would ever play gigs outside of my home region, not even mentioning Germany-wide. What we did actually last year with the Diaz Brothers from Sunderland, now we have 5 gigs in England, which is totally incredible. Yeah, well, Brexit didn't make it easier, but once we've passed customs, we are ready to go.
Excellent. Okay, I think any questions from anybody else?
No, just if we can play one of your tracks, what would you want us to play?
Oh wow, should be someone else to choose that. But if you ask me, the one that you just played was from our current album, Elegant Knives. So maybe if you want to, we have another album out, which was earlier, which was the one with the temporary drummer, The Ghost Behind. And on that album, I think At Tio Pipis, which is song number 14, is a different style, but also going straight forward. And if I was to choose, that would be my one for right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do that. I'm going to play that coming up. Wolle, thank you very much for calling in. We really do appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, by the way, your English is better than my German.
Better than your English,
Absolutely looking forward to see you guys. Yeah, great to see you next Saturday.
Yeah, well, drive safe. Right, it's a long drive, so be careful. Okay, over to Ed.
Okay,
thanks, Wolle.
Thanks very much.
Have
And
a good time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for the show.
No worries. So this is Soulscrapers at Tio Pepe's. It's from their album, the first album, The Ghost Behind. And check this one out.
Where are you, my friend? We're here alone and missing you. Seems things don't seem so promising in the end. Waiting for you at the station, thought you'd be around in time. Seems like the morning shows your sympathy. If you wanna go away, or if you wanna spend one day, that'd be enough for me. I'd be happy to see your pretty face one more. It's been 20 years, I don't think that much has changed. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I've been lost in alcohol and you've straightened out, bucked up and fixed your life. Face the world as you should. Maybe I should as well, but I don't think I do so good at that. The clock's so great, and then the year was over. We said goodbyes, left and started getting sober. Scrapbooked 1,000 pictures.
go. That's Soulscraper with that Tio Pepe's. That's a cracking track. That we were absolutely like bombing along.
We love these.
Pete's giving it the old devil horn, so I think that is a Pete rating of 10 out of 10.
11 out of 10.
11 out of 10.
Goes up to 11.
Exactly. So I'm going to play another track now by one of the artists that's going to be on the bill, Wob. Wob is an absolute firecracker legend of a human being. If you do not get near Wob, Wob will get near to you. That's the way these gigs work.
Boing, boing, boing.
Yeah, he's like a little Tigger, isn't he? But he's brilliant, and we all love him. And I'm so glad that he's playing again. So I'm going to play. I play Cradled a lot whenever I'm highlighting Wob's music.
It's an amazing song.
It is an amazing song, but I'm going to play something different. So this is If I Was, and this is from Wob.
Beautiful.
Would you find the pieces and put them together? If I had fallen, would you hold me close till the pain disappeared? And if I was crying, would you turn away or dry the tears? If I was in peril, would you hold out your hand? And if I needed somebody to talk to, would you be there with a friendly word? And if I was lost, would I find you hunting through the mist to locate me? And if I was heading straight for the rocks, would you be the beacon shining out through the night, leading me safely back home?
You're listening to Ed Liner, Pete Cole and Kevin Burgess on the Ed Liner Show in the afternoon, a Megacity 4 celebration show. And as we have Kevin in the studio with a guitar, with his voice, We should have some more live
And a
music.
bag of tunes.
No bag of tunes. Let's open that bag of tunes and see what we've got. So, Kevin, what are you going to play for us now?
So another Mega City 4 song, and this is one I did at the gig 2 years ago at Farnborough Football Club.
It's about 5 minutes, doesn't it?
Running in Darkness. So
Take it away.
Running in the darkness feels like cobwebs on my face. I want to scream, am I alone or am I in a race? Running in the darkness, no conception of the time. I could be going round in circles or in a straight line, a line. Running in darkness, blind to everything around, changing direction at the slightest sound. Running in darkness, trying to keep up pace, knowing instinctively I've got to win a race. Is it too much to ask to walk the Sea of Galilee, or dig up all the money from the great train robbery? I just want to keep my head away from your boot heel. I can't afford to stop and talk. I gotta keep on running, running, running. Gotta keep on running, running, running in darkness, blind to everything around, changing direction at the slightest sound. Running in darkness, trying to keep up pace, knowing instinctively I've gotta win a race. Running in darkness, blind to everything around, changing direction at the slightest sounds. Running in darkness, trying to keep up pace, knowing instinctively I've got to win a race. Don't look back.
Nice one, excellent.
We were pogoing almost on that
I
chair
know, it's
today.
very off-putting seeing you dancing on that chair there, Pete. Thanks for that.
Yeah,
3 out of time to your song. Yeah.
well done for not being put off by us playing invisible instruments next to you. That was fantastic. I would just let's play one of your favourite Mega City 4 songs, if I may.
Yeah, sure. Well, obviously so many to choose from, but Stop or Shivering Sand are two incredible songs, so either of those.
Yeah, well, okay.
Sound good.
Well, let's rack up Stop. Kevin Burgess, everybody, what a fantastic artist. We'll have one more. We're going to fit one more in from him before the
And
end
the
of the
original
show.
by Kevin as well.
And it'll be an original. So stay tuned for that. This is Kick Radio, and this is Mega City 4 with Stop.
The farther away I get, the sharper are the lines. You need some distance to help you redefine
There we go, that's Mega City 4 with Stop. This is the headliner show, and we need to get some more live music. Well, we have someone here that can play the guitar and sing, and definitely not giving that to me or Pete. Kevin, I think you're going to play one of your own tracks, is that right?
That's right, yes. So this next song, and people have heard me before, it'll be no surprise that the song I've chosen is Why So Orange.
You're hitting it. You're hitting
Well, it's
Spotify.
my second most streamed one on Spotify. So if you go on Spotify, you'll see that Stacey's dad, which obviously spoof for Stacey's mum, has got more streams than this, but people I know and friends talk about Why So Orange more than anything. So you're probably thinking, what does that mean? Well, it means it's basically
It's an anti-Trump song.
It's not an anti-Trump song, although it could be now, but I think in the space of a week I saw 3 ridiculously orange people who had gone way over the top with the fake tan, and you know, when you have a bit of writer's block and you see that, you think, right, that'll do, I'm having that. So this song was influenced by those 3 people who were very
Is it
orange.
dedicated to teenagers of today?
It could be. Any you'd like to mention?
I bet.
No, better not.
No. Okay, take it away, thank you.
Thank you. Quite pretty, a 7 out of 10, bordering on a 50 every now and then. You're naturally quite lucky with a fairly pretty face, but then you go and spoil it, which is all such a waste. Why so orange? Why so orange? You look like you've been tangled, you look a little strange, you look a little frightening, in need of a bit of lightning. You should tone it down and such, it's all too much. Hey there, Oompa Loompa, you really are so fickle. What makes you want to colour yourself just like Mr. Tickle? Must cost you lots of money and take up lots of time to hide your natural beauty with that awful slime. Why so orange? Why so orange? You look like you've been tangled, you look a little strange, you look a little frightening, in need of a bit of lightning. You should tone it down and such, it's all too much. Orangutan, it doesn't even match up with the colour of your legs. Used it all up on your face and only left the dregs. You don't need so much fake tan, you use it every day. They just tone it down a lot, that's all I have to say. Why so orange? Why so orange? You look like you've been tangled, you look a little strange, you look a little frightening, in need of a bit of lightning. You should tone it down and such, it's all too much. Do you know the way to Saint-Tropez? You do, you do. Do you know the way to Saint-Tropez? You do, you do.
Oh, brilliant. Superb. So make sure you go onto your streaming platforms and you listen to that again several thousand times.
And make Kevin 3 pence.
Exactly. It's the future of music, apparently. So
Death of music, but that's another story for another day.
we are running short of time. What a
Quick
brilliant, what a
summary.
brilliant day it has been. Yes, let's have a summary. So next weekend, as
Next
I say,
weekend, Saturday 18th of January, Farnborough Football Club, Soulscraper, all the way from Germany. Mega Fishy 4, all the way from up the Midlands and up in Scotland as well, believe it or not. Mega City 4 tribute band. And Wob, who's from Minehead, all coming to Farnborough to play for you. We've got DJ Awkward Kid There's a raffle to win lots of nice prizes. Next day, Sunday 19th of January, between 1 and 5 p.m, Thatch Cottage, Farnborough. We've got acoustic afternoon. Grand Yard, Harvey Francis, his old Tredegar, Kevin Burgess, Michael Vickers, Rick Blow, and maybe a couple of others. There'll be a collection again in the bucket for the Ford Fridge Trust, both were in aid of Wizzy's memory and celebrate Mega City 4, who are, to me and a lot of other people's favourite band ever.
Superb. So
Was that said fast enough?
Yeah, I thought it was really well done in the 30 seconds I gave you. So, massive thank you very much and to Pete and to Kevin for coming along today, joining the show. I'm sure there'll be another
Thank you, Ed.
special indie show before long, and I will see you down the front next week, Farnborough Football Club. I will leave you as with a brilliant track from the Sebastopol Road album by Mega City 4. Thank you very much for listening. If you want to do some more of me, I'm back at 8 p.m. every single Sunday, a bit more on the electronic side tonight, playing a couple of albums from Vril and Clar, which I absolutely love, my albums of the year for last year on the electronic side. So stay tuned for that later at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much, Wolle. You've been a brilliant interview.
Thank you. Good man.
And I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much, and it's good afternoon from us.